utilizing unidirectional communication need for content production, allowing higher listening proportions. So communication, one could say, maybe ideally has the proportions of speaking time to speaking time of 1:1. If it is a classroom, then 30 people might be listening and 1 might be speaking, so the proportions are slightly off. If the both act on a kind of on an equal level, then it might be 50-50. If the one is the subordinary and the other one is not the subordinary, so the one might be the employee, the other one might be the boss, then the speaking times and the listening times also might be different. Now, if one is just in a friendly conversation and engaged in a friendly conversation, where both kind of would maybe provide basically the service of being a friend, but also get the service of being a friend, and so maybe it would be 50-50, or maybe similar to maybe a marriage, it would also be 50-50 at least, if we just say, okay, everybody is equal, and then we have also equal speaking times. Of course, it is just an idea now, and as an assumption. Then what one could do if one person now, in this case me, because this is something I have been observing in the last couple of months to years, in which I recorded videos every now and then, is that if I have a need, an urge to tell somebody about something, then why not just record a video? Then everybody who wants, because then there is this distribution part, which is to a certain extent automated, one could say, even though currently it seems to not be yet the optimal solution in terms of the distribution, as maybe the incentive vectors are not that aligned in terms of what the system wants and what you want and what the other person wants. And then you might, there might be different negative and positive effects that come out of this. Nonetheless, the distribution to a certain extent is the connection. So similarly to if I just wanted to call somebody and I would be wanted to be connected to the person that at this point in time is the most likely to also want to talk to me, then the algorithm in this, let's just say YouTube, is basically the connecting point, even though now this is just a monologue and the other person is listening and I'm just speaking. Now, if I am holding this monologue, then what I'm kind of doing is, if I have a certain need for monologues in my life, which I seem to have, because I seem to have a kind of this need to tell everybody about what I'm doing, now, then if I utilize this, then I can potentially also monetize this. Now, of course, this is a certain incentive I have, and since, otherwise I probably would be making shorter videos. I don't know what I would be doing. It seems to be somewhat useful to now record these videos out of different incentives, and so I am doing this. What this then seems to result in is that whenever I then engage with other people, is that I don't have to tell them about reducing my biological age potentially, or how about all the different thoughts I had about recording videos and about strategy and about this and this and that, and about the latest book I read about this and this and this. I just specifically mentioned now not a book in order to not try to show off, or try to on the other side not show off, or not show off, or the different iterations one could have: showing off, not showing off, not, and potentially also not being funny. Now, that's already the main thing, I think. And this allows me to, on the other side then, if I am engaged in a conversation, then have more the listening part of this conversation, at least if I can hold back my urge to tell everybody about these videos.